Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. Nice to have you here. I'm going to be trying this sort of content style, but other than that, let's hop straight into the video. Warning, this includes topics of mentioning zoophiles and pedophiles, but I do not go into full detail. Please click off if you are uncomfortable with that. There are several sides to the furry community. Most of this know that by now, but it's no surprise there. A lot of people still don't even realize that not every furry is evil and does evil acts. I've watched several videos on why people hate furries, the main reasons being they're pedophiles and they do inappropriate acts with animals. Now, I have no hate towards any of the people claiming that they do, because they're not educated on what furries actually are, but I do not tolerate furries who actually do that stuff. That is absolutely disgusting. As the claim is mostly from people who have, never researched or heard a singular thing, or only heard a singular thing. Nearly all furry haters don't bother doing any research into a topic to see if they're correct or not. They're just hating blindly. From another standpoint of why a lot of furry haters are actually not liking furries is the point of the hobby is weird. I'll say this and I mean it in the nicest way possible. If you think something is weird, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I find other hobbies weird, and yet leave those people alone as they're not harming anyone. That being said, however, that doesn't mean you should hate the person. One of my close friends who doesn't exactly like furries and finds the hobby of dressing up weird is still friends with me, and that friend knows that I dress up at conventions as well. According to nwikifur.com, only 1 in 6 furries are actually attracted to animals. The percentage of that being 16.6, while everyone should think that it should be 0 and that nobody is a zoophile, sadly that's not the case at the moment. With the 16.6% actually being evil people, that's less than 0.25% of all of the furry community, or less than 1/4. I can see not liking an entire group based off of the stereotype you've heard.
I mean the hobby stereotype.
So dear viewer, when seeing a furry, I highly advise you to go through and make sure, if possible, that the furry isn't doing anything wrong on their page. If there is signs that something is disgusting, report the account. That's the safest thing to do, as well as helps the good side of the community have a good experience without having to see or hear about the evil people. Every community is going to have sick, twisted individuals. A lot of people are gross even without having a fursuit. I'd like to move on to what a furry means to most people, including myself. To me, being a furry is just another word for a general cosplayer. I'll show my fursuit on the screen up here, as that's all it is. The only difference between a cosplayer and a furry is the furry will dress up as an animal, or in animal-like attire, or just ears and a tail. It's a harmless hobby, like dressing up for Halloween year-round. A lot of furries wear fursuits because of social anxiety. I know for me it's a lot easier to talk to people when I feel secure and hidden. It's a great way for people to interact with one another while feeling more comfortable. In Sword Stealer's video, he interviews furries on the online game Roblox asking if they actually did any of those terrible acts. I didn't complete the entire video, but all of the ones I did see said no. They were friendly people who took time out of their day to talk, just like any other average person does. All of that being said, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Feel free to leave any constructive criticism in the comments below, as I want to improve my content. Consider subscribing, and remember to take care of yourselves.